Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking the very best moisturizers to pair with retinol. Now, previously, a lot of people, when they first started on their retinoid journey, reached for this product. This is the Roche-Posay Cicaplast Baume B5. A wonderful product that repaired the barrier function that can often be damaged when you first introduce a retinoid, deeply nourished and hydrated. However, recently, La Roche-Posay have done a reformulation, and the new formulation just isn't as great when it comes to pairing with retinoids as the old version was. Don't worry though, in today's video, I want to share with you what I think are the very best moisturizers to pair with your retinoid of choice, minimizing any side effects and irritation and maximizing hydration. Sit back, relax, and let's talk the best moisturizers to use with retinol. Now, before we get into this video, just that quick reminder to do all that YouTubey stuff if you haven't already. If you could reach down and give this video a big thumbs up and a like. Honestly, this is the best way of supporting me as a content creator, because there's this little thing called the YouTube algorithm whirring on in the background. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube and the algorithm will distribute it on the platform. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. I'd also love to know your own personal moisturizer recommendations. So sound off with any of your favorites in the comment section below. The recommendations you share with me really do shape the products I try out and review in the future, and I'm always so grateful for them. Now, I've got a lot to get through in this video, so let's cut that waffle and delve straight on in. So when it comes to pairing a moisturizer and a retinoid together in a skincare routine, there are a couple of things you should definitely look out for. Look for something that's more than just a hyaluronic acid based moisturizer. Yes, hyaluronic acid can be great. It's a humectant. It draws and retains moisture within itself. But because, particularly in the early stages of a retinoid, your skin can become very dryness prone, you need a little more than that. So look for a blend of different humectants, some glycerin alongside that hyaluronic acid or polyglutamic acid. Also look for some oils in that moisturizer. That's just going to provide a little occlusivity to seal everything in and prevent some transepidermal water loss. If a moisturizer has some dimethicone, some silicones in it, that again could be really beneficial for locking all that great skincare in, preventing long-term dehydration, kind of nourishing the skin, protecting it as we sleep. But also really focus down on the calming and the soothing ingredients. Allantoin, panthenol, some other great plant extracts can really help to dial back any sensitivity and irritation that can be triggered by the use of a retinoid. One of my favourite ingredients to combine all of that with is urea, because not only is urea a really great humectant, acting like hyaluronic acid to draw in and retain moisture in itself, but in the right concentration, it can also be a gentle exfoliant. You'll often notice when you start on your retinoid journey, you get the flaking, you get those little bits of skin that are kind of waiting to break free and reveal gorgeous luminous skin beneath, but might be clinging onto them a little longer than we should. Using urea in a moisturizer is a great way of very gently exfoliating them. Breaking down the glue that's holding those dead skin cells onto the radiant skin beneath. If you can find a moisturizer with all of these components, I definitely think you'll find your retinoid journey a lot easier. Less irritation, less dryness, less sensitivity. And these are the moisturizers that I think kind of do it all. And I've got something for every single budget here. Like I said, the old La Roche-Posay formulation used to be amazing, ticked so many boxes. But unfortunately, quite a few of the quality hydrating ingredients have been stripped out in the new formulation. Yes, they put some things in to support the microbiome, but I just don't think that this is the same quality formulation that the old version used to, which is why a lot of people are now looking for alternatives. Let's kick things off with another French pharmacy brand. This is the Avène Cicaplast Plus moisturizer. Now, this was kind of created to support the skin in its healing phase. If you've had any treatments, you've had any work done, any surgery, this is often a product that's recommended to help the skin really rebuild and rebound after that. This is great because often when you first start on a retinoid, you can get a lot of the similar reactions in the skin as if you were having a procedure or some surgery done. Increased inflammation, redness, sensitivity, all things that this is kind of designed to combat. This is why I think this could be a holy grail when you first embark on your retinoid journey. And actually, even if you're an established retinoid user, it can be a great moisturizer to pair with it if you need that maximum level hydration. This does leave a slight greasy film on the skin, but you're using it at night, so that's not really a problem. It's actually quite beneficial because it's packed with some oils, it's got the calming, the soothing ingredients, and it's drugstore and really affordable too. I'd say this is the closest thing you'll get for like a like-for-like formulation dupe to the original La Roche-Posay. So if you're still missing that great product, definitely give this a try. It's fragrance free, as are all the products that I'm recommending today. I'm not someone that avoids fragrance in my skincare routine. I actually really enjoy that element of the sensorial. But when it comes to retinoids, which can already be potentially sensitizing on the skin, you want to remove any other potential sensitizers from your routine. And so on an evening, I tend to minimize the amount of fragrance, focus that down on the morning when I need that pick me up. This ticks so many boxes, it's affordable, it is a really wonderful moisturizer to use with your retinoid of choice. Keeping it affordable, let's talk about a relative newcomer to the skincare world. This is the ordinary natural moisturizing factors plus phytoceramides. Ceramides are great if you're looking to repair the barrier function of the skin, trap in all of that hydration and moisture. This is also packed full of some great oils. You've got some humectants in here, not just hyaluronic acid, but multiple different ones to give you maximum benefit. It's really affordable. In fact, I'd say it's one of the cheapest ones that is in this list today. Great if you're on a budget, and it's relatively lightweight too. You can use multiple layers of this if you want to build the hydration. One layer will definitely work with a retinoid if you've got a very oily skin type anyway. This is the amount that I would tend to put on the whole face. If you're a little bit more dryness prone in your skin type, allow this to sink in for say like 10-15 seconds, then apply another layer on top. It doesn't ball up, it doesn't peel, layers well on top of itself, and definitely dials up the level of hydration you're going to get. This is much more matte in terms of the finish than that one that I've just shared from Aven. So if you're looking for something that doesn't leave even the faintest amount of greasiness to the skin, this could really, really work. You get a lot of product at a drugstore price, so it's a really great option for those on a budget that are looking for something simple yet hyper effective. Now, the one thing that I think is missing from those two recommendations I've just made is urea. I spoke earlier about how urea is a wonderful humectant and gentle exfoliator at the same time. I definitely find that my retinoid journey is a lot better and improved since incorporating urea regularly into my skincare routine. And I've got two products that I want to recommend today. If you want a high dose of urea, something that's really going to have some great exfoliating benefits, then you can reach for this. This is the Ultrist Dermatologist Hand Repair Cream. I know it says hand repair, but honestly, all the ingredients in here are safe and fine to use on the face. So I use this as like a moisturizer on the face and on the hands. It's universal and it just really works. That 10% urea is a relatively high concentration. So if you're already using urea in your skincare routine, this could be a great one to use to kind of take it to the next level. It's also got some great humectants, some oils, and it's really, really nourishing on the skin. It's got a touch of dimethicone too, which I mentioned earlier. It kind of seals everything in, provides a bit of a protective barrier. Works great on the hands that fight for us all day long, but also on the face after you've applied your retinoid. This one is just an absolute treat for the skin, and it's £4.99. Doesn't get cheaper than that, and it feels so luxurious. Because of that dimethicone, it is like velvet on the skin. You'll definitely notice with that urea that not only are you going to get some additional humectant qualities from it, but you definitely find your skin is a lot less flaky, even using a high potency retinoid, than it otherwise would be if you didn't use a product like this. Affordable, packed full of goodies that calm, soothe, and gently exfoliate the skin. Definitely think this is a great option to pair with a retinoid. Now, the concentration of urea in that Ultrist one is pretty high, and that's not going to be for everyone. Great if you already use urea as a core component of your skincare routine, but if you don't, you might want to start with something in a lower concentration, kind of ease your way in. When I created my own moisturizer, which is this, the Mad About Skin Maximum Impact Moisturizer, I did so with a lower concentration of urea. Still enough to get all those great humectant qualities from it, but you're going to suffer less risk of irritation and sensitivity from it than you will with a higher concentration like in the Ultrist. It's all about matching the products that you reach for to your individual skin's needs, your skin type, and how experienced you are with certain ingredients. This also is packed full of all of the other great ingredients that I mentioned before. You've got some ceramides, you've got some panthenol, you've got a great blend of oils to nourish the skin, you've got that urea which is going to lock in all of that hydration, and you've also got some other great calming and soothing botanicals in here too. It's fragrance free, as are all the recommendations today, and I think this is a really great all-rounder. Yes, I'm totally biased because, you know, I created this product and then put my name on it. But I'm really proud of that. I wanted a universal moisturizer that would work well with retinoids no matter what your skin type. So if you want to take all of the confusion out of this, just reach for a product that's going to deliver for your skin's needs, work beautifully alongside your retinoid, I would definitely recommend this one. It's not quite as deeply hydrating as, say, the Aven one, but it's a lot more lightweight. It's got a lower concentration of that urea as, say, the Ultrist one, so you need to set your expectations expectations there, but less likely to sensitize the skin. So like I said earlier, it's all about matching the product to your individual skin's needs. If you want to try this product out with your retinoid, you can use the code RETINOL, all capital letters, that's on the screen there, and that'll get you a cheeky 15% off your order. No matter whether you buy one unit or multiple units, it's up to you, but that's just a way of me helping you save some of your hard-earned coin if you did want to try this out paired with your retinoid. Now, before I leave you, I've got two other products I want to mention. They're a little bit like polar opposites when it comes to price point. Let me first share this. This is the Allies of Skin Molecular Barrier Recovery Cream Balm. Let me tell you now, forget the ridiculously high price point of this, which I'll come on to in a minute. This is hands down the best moisturizer to use alongside your retinoid that I've ever tried. It has everything in here that you could possibly want. You've got some oat, which is anti-inflammatory, it calms, it soothes. You've got ceramides, you've got panthenol, squalane, a great humectant, but a beautiful oil too. You've got some other oils in here, some great peptides, which are going to hydrate and calm. It's just packed full of everything. And it's in a really rich balm consistency. I use this alongside my retinoids and you get practically zero sensitivity and irritation. Now, of course, that's going to be all subjective depending on what your original level of sensitivity is. But for me, this was like unparalleled when it came to the results I got. Now let's come on to the price point. £100, around $120. I know. I say that really quick because then it seems cheaper. It's ridiculously bougie in terms of its price point, and that's not going to be for everyone. And hopefully I've demonstrated to this point in the video so far, there are some great affordable options that you can reach for. However, if you're happy to push the boat out, spend a little more of your coin because you want maximum results, this is where it's at. I adore this product. And as you can see, I've almost got through to the last bit. I am going to be chopping this off, scooping every last drop out because A, it's worth it at that price point, but also it is genuinely that good. So I did want to share it. Whilst I normally keep my recommendations super affordable in drugstore, where I think a product is worth some of your additional coin, I'll always recommend it, and this definitely is one of them. Let's finish though on something super drugstore and affordable. This is the Dupes fragrance-free moisturizing cream. This does everything it needs to do, super simplistic, £3, so it doesn't get cheaper than that, and honestly, it's a great one to use alongside your retinoid. Yes, it hasn't got some of the fancy ingredients that some of the other ones have in there, but if you're on a budget and you want something that's super lightweight on the skin, fragrance free, so it's not going to risk increasing any irritation, and lays beautifully alongside your retinoid, you can't go wrong with this. I like to have something for every single price point, and this is definitely for those that may be new to skincare and looking to keep the things as cheap and affordable as possible, or maybe you're on a budget and you want really great results but don't want to spend too much coin. This is a great universal product that does that. Doesn't matter whether you've got a dryness prone skin type, you've got super oily acne prone skin, this will work for you. You get a lot of product at a really great price point, and this is a great one to use if you want to do like the retinol sandwich method. A little touch of this across the face. Put your retinoid on top of it, then put another layer on top of that, seals it all in, and will further minimize any risk of irritation. This, a drugstore holy grail that I'm always happy to recommend. So there you have it, guys, a rundown of my favourite dupes for the Roche-Posay Cicaplast Baume, the new formulated version. Now, in some countries such as the States, the new formulation hasn't yet arrived on the shelves. It will be in the next couple of months. But for those of us that are looking for an alternative that kind of does what the old formulation did and pairs so well with retinoids, hopefully these products have given you a little food for thought. I'd love to know your opinion, so sound off in the comment section below. And if I've missed one of your favourites out, let me know. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.